Hi, welcome once again to the Carpenter Shop, where we are growing and trying to learn some lessons that make us deeper in our walk with Christ. In Matthew 11, verse 5, we read these words. The blind receive sight, the lame walk, those who have leprosy are cleansed, the deaf hear, the dead are raised, and the good news is proclaimed to the poor. Inspirational author Orison Marden believed that discouragement was one of the germs that kills the prosperity and happiness of tens of thousands of people every year. He thought discouragement was like a virus. And everyone faces discouragement. Everyone faces events that leave them feeling like life has dealt them a tough or devastating blow. Proverbs 25:25 says, like cold water to a weary soul is good news from a distant land. And so it begs the question, what do you do when you've been punched in the gut? When you've had that moment that's knocked the air out of you? When you've had that moment that has left you devastated? What do you do in those moments? See, the passage I read to you, the verse out of Matthew chapter 11, that was a moment when John the Baptist had been discouraged. And so Jesus sends him a word of good news. See, if you're discouraged right now in life, you need to catch your breath and take a look around. It's hard to do, but pause and look around and try to see some of the good things that God is doing. What happens when we get overwhelmed is we tend to turn everything inward, every thought, every emotion, every reaction, all begins to spin upon itself. But if we can take half a step back and look out at the world around us, we begin to see that there really is some good things that are happening, and that changes our perspective. Someone once said, suffering, failure, loneliness, sorrow, discouragement, and death are all part of the journey. But the kingdom of God can and will conquer all of those horrors, because evil can't stand in the presence of grace. I promise you that Jesus is watching, and he knows the good moments and the bad. Make sure you open your eyes so you can see him at work. And when you do, you'll discover a depth to your walk that you never knew before. I look forward to walking with you again next time here in the Carpenter Shop.